right, it's time to hit the pavement to raise awareness about lung cancer. We're so excited to have two very special guests in studio with us who can tell us a little bit more about how you can get in on the effort. So first of all, to my immediate left, Sam Kaufman, who is the CEO of Henderson Hospital. You all have a big event happening there on Saturday, which we'll talk about in just a moment. And also Zeta Santiago, we're so pleased to have you with us as well. You have a very personal connection to lung cancer, and we're gonna let you share your story in just a moment. But first of all, Sam, let's talk to you because you guys are on the front lines in terms of treating people that are dealing with this disease. So where do we stand here in Nevada in terms of awareness and, you know, people being able to beat this?
Well, the biggest problem with lung cancer is the diagnosis of the disease. And most people get diagnosed in the later stages of the disease, which makes cure very difficult. In fact, less than 20% of people get diagnosed in early stages where cure is a possibility. And that's the reason for doing what we're doing. We need to bring more awareness to this terrible disease. And talk about early detection and then screenings, especially for people with high risk.
And so is it a combination of both? Is it a combination of raising more awareness about what we can do to prevent it? I mean, things that we can do every day, and then also making sure that people are aware of the symptoms, right?
That's important as well. I mean, getting detected early. So there's lots of screening techniques that are out there, especially for people that are higher risk. I mean, people historically have thought lung cancer only affects smokers.
Right.
And Nevada is a large smoking population, but that is not true. I mean, there are indicators for non-smokers, there are indicators for smokers. There's genetic indicators. There's a lot of different things. So being aware and getting screenings done early, and there's a lot of screenings that are available for high-risk patients, so we can detect these things and get these things diagnosed early so we can cure.
That's very interesting. So important to raise that awareness. So let's bring the conversation over here to Zeta. Now, Zeta, you lost someone who was very important to you to lung cancer. Let's talk about it.
I did. I lost my mother in May 2018 to lung cancer, and I'd like people to know that it's very deadly. Usually, as Sam mentioned, it's not diagnosed until you're in the later stages, and that's what happened with my mother. They thought she had gallstones, and come to find out she had the lung cancer, and from the time she got diagnosed to the day she passed was 19 days.
Oh my goodness.
So it doesn't give you time to prepare.
Right. Now, was she considered more of that high-risk category, or was this something that she didn't really even, you know, have a whole lot of symptoms and know what was happening?
But nothing that we expected. Symptoms, when I think back, the only thing that I recognize now is that she became tired all of the time, all of a sudden, and would wake up at noon or 1. We just thought it was due to age, and so you don't know. That was it. And then I also had a friend that one day his left arm hurt. They thought it was a heart attack. Come to find out, he, you know, had lung cancer. So the symptoms aren't
the same
solid.
For everyone.
They're not right. There aren't indicators there that say, oh, this may be lung cancer. So we should all be getting our, you know, education about it and spreading the word to help others.
Thank you so much for sharing that, and I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank
obviously, you. It's affected you in a profound way, but you're taking that sadness and you're trying to do something positive with it to try to, you know, make people more aware. So let's talk about Lung Force and the big walk that's happening this Saturday.
So Lung Force is a national initiative. So there's people all over the country doing Lung Force initiatives and Lung Force walks just to bring people together to talk about awareness and to talk about lung cancer. And we're doing the walk this Saturday at Henderson Hospital. So everybody needs to come out. And the goal, I mean, quite honestly, is to raise awareness and to raise money. I mean, we can't raise awareness and talk about education and research without raising funds. So that is the definite purpose of this, not only raising awareness, but raising funds. And our goal is to raise $135,000 with this walk. I definitely think we can do it.
We can do it. And we're going to do it.
We're going to do it.
So we're issuing the challenge to all of you to get out and support the cause, because as you said, there really is a correlation between money that's raised, money going to research, and then having a more successful cure rate when it comes to these cancers and diseases that really have affected a lot of us. I know a little bit about it because we lost my uncle to lung cancer. So it affects all of us in some shape, form, or fashion. So thank you all so much for being with us. We appreciate it. Let's go out, let's hit the pavement, and let's support the fight against lung cancer. All right,